As shown in our previous videos, endpoint security should be a key component of every cybersecurity strategy. One of the best practices is employing different technologies and systems to create multiple layers of protection. In other words, a variety of security mechanisms that work together to achieve defense in depth. This means that an attacker who manages to bypass one security mechanism will be confronted by another. While network security's role is to prevent as many attacks as possible from reaching an endpoint through the network, endpoint security reduces an attacker's ability to cause damage if endpoints are infected. The Zero Trust endpoint security model complements the holistic approach by ensuring effective defense in depth, which makes it the new standard for a solid cybersecurity posture. Hi, it's Antonia from Heimdall, and today I will discuss the importance of applying the Zero Trust concept to endpoint security and how successfully merging the two can have many beneficial effects throughout an organization. Zero Trust is a modern cybersecurity concept that has been around for over a decade, and companies that take security seriously already know what it is and how it can support existing endpoint security platforms. This concept states that threats should be expected from both the inside and the outside of the company. Basically, it is saying that you should trust nothing but verify everything. Although it is most common in cloud data security, this approach is also gaining ground in endpoint security. So, what you should never trust and always verify? Everything. Every user, endpoint, application, workload, and data flow. Other important characteristics of the Zero Trust model imply ongoing monitoring and verification, the principle of least privilege, network micro-segmentation, workload security, data usage controls, and multi-factor authentication. But stay close as we will discuss this topic in detail in a future video. Endpoints are one of the most challenging IT assets to secure. In addition, they contribute the most to your attack surface size. Being one of the weakest links of your organization, you shouldn't take any shortcuts when it comes to their protection. An integrated approach between the Zero Trust security model and endpoint protection could be an optimal solution in this case. Now, let's take a look at the benefits of this integrated approach. Zero Trust for endpoint security. Zero Trust fundamentals require increased visibility of all devices on the network, including endpoints. In order to implement it, the network must be mapped and all devices managed by the organization must be classified. Compared to traditional endpoint management systems, which are limited in what they can see, this approach should be much more insightful and provide more data. That way, the complete visibility is combined with better endpoint security. As I said before, one of the essential Zero Trust elements is an extensive monitoring system which reduces IT teams' workloads. The mechanism checks the network in real time, looking for signs of problems. In addition, it provides instant notifications to network administrators, allowing them to respond to previously identified suspicious behaviors rather than searching for them manually. Using Zero Trust processes also simplifies the responses to users' requests. When users forget their password or experience problems accessing an application, IT admins do not have to jump back and forth on help desk requests. The fact that the Zero Trust approach can be applied for endpoint management contributes to reducing expenses and improving profitability. Using a single system for different cybersecurity technologies and security tools allows you to free yourself from providers offering a single function. Not only that is less expensive, but it is also easier to monitor even if your teams are remote. Because Zero Trust is centered on the protection of data, unauthorized access is very hard. This helps with endpoint security as well. Following the Zero Trust security model, the confidential information is never kept on the endpoints. Nevertheless, access from endpoints must comply with security policies in order to be granted, building a more secure ecosystem better suited for device protection. This also makes it easier to meet compliance requirements because you only have to make sure it's properly secured in the cloud. Access can be configured with different dynamic controls based on the security policies that have been implemented. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it it, share it, and subscribe to our channel. I'll see you next week.